Hello again and welcome to the Saga Classic Car Restoration YouTube channel, and this week I'm going to look at how to wash and detail your classic car, and I'm going to demonstrate on my 1969 MGB GT. So let's get it moved outside, get set up and give this car a bit of a spring clean, even though it's the autumn, just before we use it a bit more over the winter, and how to protect the car and the paintwork over the harsh winter months, avoiding the silt. As you may have seen in a previous video when I did a product review in this is my Karcher K2 pressure washer. I'm going to use it to snow foam the MG prior to setting into washing it. Also good for cleaning the wheels, as it avoids the use of a wheel brush, which as yet I don't own, but I'm in the process of buying, and will shift some of the more stubborn dirt from the lower regions of the car. Careful not to point it too near the windows because they do leak at the slightest hint of moisture. So let's get set up and give this a go. So first thing first is I start out with the wire wheels, and for that I use this Auto Finesse iron out. This is pH neutral, so it's not going to attack my lovely new powder coated wheels, and the reason I do it first is you're meant to use it on dry wheels and they're cool, which is what they are. So let's get that on and I'll show you before and after with a bit of a power hose off. So that's it before. You can see the brake dust built in and around there. So let's get these sprayed and power hosed. And just before I put the power hose on them, you can see the colour change in work. And that is all the iron in the wheels reacting and turning purple and leaching off. So I've got a front wheel done and a back wheel done, because you're not meant to leave it on for too long. So now I'm going to power hose it off and we'll show you it in action. Pretty impressive, I'm sure you'll agree, so let's get on and do the other four. This is my preferred snow foam. Dolman Hygiene Products. I bought this, it's a very generic make, but it's bought locally in bulk, so it's significantly cheaper than buying lots of small bottles. And I apply it on with the Karcher attachment to my pressure washer. So let's get the MG snow foamed with my nice clean wheels and get some of the ingrained dirt to come off with it. I have to say, snow foaming is always my favourite part of washing the car, so let's have a look at this. So next up is soapy water and a wash mitt. I usually do the 2-bucket technique, but my 1-year-old has stolen my other bucket and put stones in it, so that's not going to be any use for the 2-bucket. So let's get a quick once over this, rinse it off and then move it inside to dry it off and get on with the next stage. somewhat quicker to get around with a sponge and bucket than my modern car. Let's get it rinsed off, move it inside for a dry off, and a bit more. Okay, so here we are back at another day. I've got a nice dry sunny day and I've moved the car outside, as you can see. The Land Rover's been outside having a bit of work done as well. And now it's time for a bit of T-cut. The reason I use T-cut is this is cellulose paint, so whenever it starts to lose its shine, it's always good to cut it back a little bit. There's also some watermarks within the paintwork. I'll take you over and show you that here now. Really sure if it's coming up all that well on the camera there, but there are some watermarks. So that's always good to use a T-cut on a damp cloth. I know the car looks pretty shiny, but let's get the paintwork cut back and then polished back up again, and I'll seal it with a wax then. So let's get that done. Okay, so now that the T-cut is on, it's probably not really showing up all that well in this video, I'm going to wipe it off, and I have a bit of polish in the windows as well here. So let's get that all polished off and then put a wax sealer on, and that should be us finished this car, ready to put it in the shed for a bit of storage over these cold, salty, wet winter months. And now that the cutting and polishing is done, I'm going to use this. This is Meguiar's Tech Wax 2.0. I've had this for quite some time. It goes a long way. I think it was about £10 for that tin. So let's get it applied onto the MG, and then we'll do a walk around, and that's the car complete. Okay, sorry folks, the waxing video didn't record for some reason, but let's have a wee walk around the MG. Now that the exterior has been fully detailed, including the glass, the interior hasn't had a bit of attention. It is in need of it, but you'll see in a future video as to why that is. I think there's a real depth to shine to this paint. It certainly isn't the most perfect paint job, far from it. In fact, some days I think it looks like it's been applied with a breeze block, but I think it comes up really well in the sun. You can see sort of the lack of definition there in the heavy orange peel. I think the previous owner, as I said, applied this himself in his garage at home, but really for a DIY job it's not too bad. Biggest panel probably being the roof or the bonnet, and they've both come up very well. Glass also polished using Auto Glim glass polish, because I always find it does a really good job. Goes on easily and comes off easily. Very fortunate to have this. Lovely winter's day here, nice and dry, not too cold, not too warm, perfect for polishing or detailing a car. So I'm going to take this off now, down to the storage, and tuck it away for the winter. See you in a minute. Okay, so just want to thank you all for taking the time to watch this video on detailing a classic car. We're specifically focusing on my 1969 MGB GT. Please hit the subscribe button down in the corner of the screen, also hit the like, and I reply to all my comments if you have any questions, suggestions, anything constructive you want to ask or tell me. I'll catch you all again next week with one of the videos on some of my classic cars. Thanks for watching.